AYTPC. First, a little housekeeping. I'm smoking my Svenborg 301 Bark. First time smoking it. I just cleaned it recently, and it's an estate new to me. And yeah, I like it a lot. This might be just about perfect pipe shape for me. I love basically dark black stain. I like a thicker shank on it. Um, it's just a nice pipe. A little light sandblast. Beautiful. And in it, I have some Rainier Long Golden Flake, blend 71. So it's a Virginia Perique with a little bit of white burley. In flake form, it's a really long flake. And excellent blend. Definitely in my top 10. So with that, why am I smoking a blend in my top 10? Why not? But in this instance, it's a celebratory smoke, and I'm going to get to that in a little bit. I know everybody's been following the election cycle. I'm not going to get into that now. But in Illinois, one of the things on the ballot this year was the quote unquote fair tax. And it was marketed as, just like a lot of other states have kind of tiered brackets for their thing. Right now, Illinois has a flat tax. And they said, yeah, we're just going to tax the rich people a little bit more. Which, I'm in favor of a flat tax. The rich people already pay more under a flat tax. I'm not a rich guy, so, doesn't change anything for me. But ultimately, it was a bait and switch. They just wanted to change if you read the fine print, they just wanted to change the Constitution so that they could change the tax rate whenever they want, by however much they want. Illinois is the worst run state in the country, if you ask me. The credit rating proves that. We have the worst credit rating of any state in the union. So, all that to say, I've aired my grievances in Illinois. Fortunately, that did not pass. They didn't fool enough people, but they fooled a lot of people. It only got turned down 55 to 45. So 45% of the population said, yeah, let's do that. And let's change the Constitution so our terrible politicians can change the tax rates and jack them up and do whatever they want. All that to say, I'm not a big fan of Illinois. I'm from here. I was born in Chicago. I wish I loved it, but I don't. And the only reason that I've stayed here so long is because I got a lot of family here. But in the end, that just wasn't enough to keep me and my family here anymore. And so maybe I'm a little bit of a bandwagoner, but my big announcement is I was recruited and have accepted a role for a new company that is in Texas. So, wow, that's going to be a big change from Illinois. I hate to, fall into the trap of the grass is always greener, but the grass is pretty brown in Illinois. So, I don't think it could possibly be worse in Texas. I have some fears as all the California people move into Texas and California taking all the terrible things in California and bringing them to Texas and not changing the way they vote, let's say. But outside of that, it's a great company. It was a great opportunity. I will say, not valued perhaps the way I felt I should be at my current role. So I'm joining a new company, a company that provides services to current and former men and women in service to our country, service men and women. So I like that aspect. That's something good that I want to be a part of. The cost of living there is 20% less. Texas has a 0% state income tax. And yeah, the 5% in Illinois is not the worst by any stretch, but when you add to it all the property taxes, the gas taxes, the sales tax is one of the highest in the country. Um, when you add all that up, it's just and all the just terrible politicians. We've had like 3 or 4 or 5 past state governors go to jail. I mean, it's just corruption everywhere. Um, and so yeah, and when you're talking about the winter months coming, and we're stuck inside all the more, and we're already stuck inside with the coronavirus and all that jazz. It just made it all that more appealing to go somewhere warmer where the kids can still play outside. Um, my aim is to get some land, a nice house, but some land, some acreage where my kids can really be free to run around, play in trees, dig in the dirt. Right now, I've got a really nice deck. It used to be an above ground pool. The previous owner had an above ground pool, and when that stopped working, they just got rid of the pool and decked over. So I have no backyard, and all the kids want to do is play in the dirt. So, looking to get some freedom, and Texas seems to be a place where you can still do that in this country. Um, you know, a lot of the people I think still hold some of the values that I hold. So, long may that be the case. I don't know. Texas is one of those places where people like me are moving to. Um, and I'd like to move there, but keep Texas, Texas, and assimilate and not bringing any of the foolish Illinois stuff that I'm accustomed to there. Anyways, that's my big exciting news. I wanted to share it with you guys. So you'll see probably I won't be on as much in the next coming months. Um, I mentioned before I had a condo that's listed. I accepted an offer considerably less than I paid for it, but I bought right before the subprime mortgage lending crash. So that's closing at the end of this month. We're meeting with our real estate agent to list the house soon, and so we actually had some really nice weather. So I power washed and stained the deck. I don't want to make this video forever long, but for those of you that follow my channel, it's a major life event. I've kind of bemoaned the way things are in Illinois for a while now, and it's time for less talk and more action. Like I said, I got recruited, and the fact that it was in Texas was a big factor in me saying, all right, let me look at this company, and it's a big company. Everyone I talked to said they treat their employees like gold, something that has been severely lacking in my current company. And so, yeah, and a chance to give my family a better life, hopefully. And so I'm excited about it. I wanted to share it with you guys. So that's my update. All that talking, I let my pipe go out, but that's okay. So I put in my 2 week notice. My last day is tomorrow. Then I have a weekend, and then I start the following Monday remotely. So um, that's one of the weird things about the current state of things. Everybody's, office workers like me, we're all working remotely. So it actually extends the timeline. It gives me time to sell properties and get things packed. I don't have to actually be on location for a little while. So I will be in San Antonio. So it's cool. Texas is a big state. It'd be cool if I were closer to Mel Harris, but El Paso is like even way further. Big state. So I'm excited about it. My family's excited about it. It's bittersweet. Uh, we're giving up some family, and that's hard to do, especially when you have a family, extended family as great as ours, both on my side and my wife's side. So, but they're all supportive. we've got family that's already in San Antonio, some just, some aunts and uncles, and they said you won't regret it. You'll never look back. So um, I'm hoping, my biggest sacrifice is I smoke pipe with my dad once a month, and that's huge, man. I mean, that's just one of the things that makes life worth living. Outside of my wife and kids, I really look forward to that pipe with my dad. But I'm hopeful maybe in the future, if they're still up here in the Midwest, it'll be appealing to come winter with us maybe, and then we'll smoke pipe there. So anyway, celebratory smoke. Thanks for sharing in this get with me, guys. I don't want to drag it out too long, but that's the big news. Moving to Texas, new job, finally cut my hair, and yeah, excited about the move. So you won't see as much from me for a little while, and I have been doing a terrible job in keeping up with everybody else's videos, but once we're settled, that'll pick back up again. So take care, guys. God bless, and I'll see you in Texas. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll post some videos before that happens, but if not, I'll see you then. Take care, guys.